Yeah.
Yeah. And for all women, seriously, you really have to have a really healthy fear of serial killers, because I am convinced that they live behind trees right alongside rabid animals. So always carry something with you. And if you have a guy, make sure that your guy is walking you to your car. The thing.
Yeah, I mean, if you really have to say that, then we should just stop the show right now, seriously, because that's pretty sad that you had to even bring that up.
Honey, I had to bring up the fact that men should not be farting in public. What the fuck you mean that I shouldn't be bringing up the fact you gotta walk into a car? Some men out there are dense.
Yeah.
So you gotta throw it out.
Yeah, please don't just give a cat fare anymore, fellas, please. That's not a gentleman.
No, that's not nice. Instead, your girlfriend, if she's carrying something, regardless of whether or not it's heavy, don't be selfish. Just pick it up for her.
Agreed. I totally agree.
That's it. If you're watching TV together, let her watch her show if you know that she likes it.
Yeah. Be respectful.
She'll appreciate it more than you will.
Yeah.
Because who knows, when the lights goes out, she might be thinking you're weird. That's how that works.
She might remember when you did something like...
This is the thing, you take care of her, she takes care of you. So they do realize that men are a lot tougher to take care of than women are. I won't go with that.
Agreed. Let's just go with that right there.
Take care of her, and if she's a good woman, she'll be taking care of you later.
Well... Yeah.
Especially when I'm a 15. Show up with a card or a flower, and not just for special occasions.
Ooh, did you use the
You want me
special...
to repeat that again?
The special O. She said the special O.
Yeah.
And that was an orgasm. That was an orgasm. That was...
and holidays, and not orgasms.
Yes.
That's the silly.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying.
On any given Tuesday, on any random Thursday, get her a card. It doesn't have to be expensive. It doesn't have to be showy. Just make sure that it's heartfelt. She'll be happy for days. Again, you take care of her, she takes care of you.
Alright, well, you heard that.
You give her a flower on the card, she gives you a BJ. Both are the gifts that keep on giving. You see how this works?
Well, yeah, again, I'm gonna say. Tomorrow night's gonna be a great show, I'm just saying.
If you're in love with her, be sure to fucking tell her.
Yeah.
Seriously, tell her all the time.
Yeah, I agree with that, yeah.
Be open about your feelings towards her. Keep
Yeah.
her being happy.
I agree.
Love isn't all about being serious.
True.
So just tell her. Women are that way. We need daily affirmations because shit happens throughout the day that will convince her otherwise. And as soon as she comes home, all you have to say is, "Hi, honey. How was your day?" Give her a kiss on the forehead. Give her a flower. And all of that bullshit that she was just going through for the last 8 hours, either at work or dealing with the kids or whatever, all can magically melt away. Just by you showing her that you care.
Well, that sounds like some old school love right there. I'm just saying. Because, you know.
And you know what? Then it works.
Yeah, stand by your girl. A true gentleman will stand by your girl. Yeah, definitely do that.
And by standing up, that means that you make sure that everybody in the room knows that that's your woman.
Exactly. I agree.
I was reading where, you know, if someone was a potential threat, that they'll know, you know, whether it's like trying to get that woman's attention, you stand up for her. That's yours. She belongs to you. And she doesn't, this director now has been told on his own terms, just by your physical act, that he has 2 people to contend with, not just one. So, make sure that you let the world know that that's your woman.
Yeah, that's being a true gentleman. Yeah.
This next 2, I think it's just because I was raised ghetto. I was way off. people fought behind us, but no fighting.
Yeah, big time.
No fighting at all.
Big time.
I'm talking about like physical fighting with another person, not just with the person, not just with the woman that you're with. If you decide that fighting is the only option, just beat them until you get the point across, and then stop. I've actually seen my father do this, and as ghetto as my father is, he was a true gentleman. Always be aware that not everyone else is like you, though.
Exactly.
So just make sure that you stand your ground and always expect the worst. The story that I have to tell you was that my father actually was mugged on New Year's Eve, 1995. Just because he looked like a weak old man. But my father is far from weak. He may have been old, but he's far from weak. And he proceeded to beat the living daylights out of this 19-year-old who tried to mug him. My father could have did some major damage, but he didn't. He just said, you need to stop doing this, because you have a whole life ahead of you. This is not the life that you want.
Exactly.
And he pushed him down to the ground, and then he let him go, and then that was it. Hopefully, those words stuck, but my dad could have easily killed him because he had him on the ground. And my dad had a knife on him. So,
that kind of day.
yeah. Happy New Year.
Yeah. Right then and there would be a cause for that. Just saying.
No, but my dad came home and he was in a good mood. I was like, wow, okay. That's what Hennessy does for you? I like it. That's pretty much that. That's the end of that. There's a few more tips to actually give, but I mean, for the most part, the whole point of being a gentleman is to always maintain control of the situation that you're in, always.
Or personalities, or indifference. Yeah, I gotta agree with you. Definitely agree.
And not necessarily indifference. Oh, I wouldn't say that. I would definitely say, you know, keeping control of yourself and your emotions in a particular situation, but it's just being confident within yourself that you don't have to prove anything to anybody because you are who you are. You see what I'm saying?
I got
you. Don't have to be, I mean, being a gentleman comes in all shapes and sizes and all forms. It doesn't have to be, you know, just a CEO from a Fortune 500 company. It could be your gentleman being a construction worker. You know what I'm saying? So it's not about how you look or what the career you have or what type of education level that you have. It's just that you are confident with who you are and what you want.
Exactly.
And then you treat other people accordingly.
Exactly.
The way that you would want them to treat you. So yeah. Because let me tell you, there is nothing sexier than a construction worker.
Here we go.
Who's opening a door for me. That is sexy. Although I do love men in suits, there's something about a man in a suit, but gentlemen, no matter what it is that you look like on the outside, you just amp your sexiness so much more by implementing being a gentleman.
Agreed.
Yeah, so here are some tips when you're going out on dates, or if you're trying to get a date, or you just want to maintain your gentlemanly ways every day. No honking when you're taking up a woman for a date. Get your ass out the car and go get her.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Just knock on the door. Ring the doorbell. You go get her.
Or don't text her. Come on down.
Yeah, that's a little bit ridiculous.
A tad. Just a little bit. I mean, if they're into that, if they're already into that, then hey, no party, no foul. No, we're not trying to change the ball here. Yeah.
No, I think you should always go get her. That's
I
a little bit ridiculous.
yeah, I agree with you.
Whether she's living in a whole other family or not. Like, I mean, maybe I would say you're further along into the relationship, you're late for something. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
There are some exceptions to the rule. Sometimes.
Sometimes.
But let's not make that a habit.
No, I agree. I definitely agree with that. That would make sense. Yeah.
When you love her, you give that to her all the time. Your love, your time, and your affirmation. You always just tell her that she's the one.
Yeah.
If that's truly the one, like, we don't want you to lie to us. Tell us the truth. Be sincere. And lead by example.
Yeah, that's a good point. Definitely leading by example. For a true gentleman, but for you to stand out, be a gentleman. You will stand out amongst peasants, amongst kings.
No,
I'm just saying. No, I'm being real. I mean, you will stand above all.
Like that.
I'm doing my fake British accent. My bloody hell. Thank you for ruining it. I'm stupid.
I mean, there was one great quote that I had read. Truth walks side by side with men, and so does being fake. Being a gentleman isn't always about looking like one.
Ah, now you're getting into the milk and cookies. There you go. That's a good point. That's a good point what you just said. The milk and cookies part.
So you always have to be like that no matter what.
True.
You're a gentleman, you're in control of yourself at all times. Because you have a clear view of what it is that you want and who you are.
True.
And so everyone else is then who share those same things is going to be attracted to you. That's basically how that works.
Exactly. Yeah, you know.
I like that. Like I said, I mean, you don't always have to dress well. You just got to make sure that you're clean, you're neat, you're working.
That's always a good plus.
It's the manner that's on the inside that counts.
Exactly.
So did you learn something new?
Unlike certain fellas, I'm already a true gentleman.
You're already a true gentleman.
Mm-hmm.
So there was nothing new that I had said that you would tweak a little bit more.
In my opinion, I mean, it's really much what you said was pretty much cut and dry. I'm gonna just be honest with you. Some of the things, like I said, I didn't agree with, but those things I'll say for tomorrow. But as of right now, I mean, you.
But this wasn't about the women, though. This was about men.
No, I know that.
What was it that you did not agree with? What was it that you didn't agree with?
I did not agree with the fact that when you mentioned the fact that I don't know, you make it sound like you should be more responsible for not just your well-being, that you should be responsible for them in your life, that you've either been stupid or hurt, or blatantly just hurt somebody. You got.
You're right, though. You shouldn't have to go over and beyond, especially for someone who is either A, not appreciating it, or if you're not capable.
Right.
Such as opening a door.
Right.
A man should always open the door and keep it open for someone else, so that they can come through. That's just being courteous, that's being polite, that's being gentlemanlike. But what if you're carrying, a fucking television? You're not going to sit there and hold the door open. So there's, obviously, things to it. Changes to these things and being flexible and using your common sense, which is also another thing.
Yeah.
It's not very common nowadays.
That, again, that could be a show alone. The word common sense. I kid you not.
God. I don't even know if I'm tackling that kind of show, because that would get people riled up.
Yeah, I bet. But as always, we're down to the last 20 seconds of the show tonight, people. Thank you for listening. As always, we'll be back tomorrow night with another show at 9 p.m. That was Love Dangerously, and this is New York Tony, and my co-host,
Marty Dangerously.
Marty, thank you for everything tonight and breaking down what a true